Good morning, guys. SHEDWARS21, Team Will It Grow. Okay, so I'm in the garden today and I'm harvesting some collard greens. Now this one here is my single seed challenge in the barrel. This one over here isn't my single seed challenge, but it is also collard greens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest all of my collard greens today, and then I'm going to look up a recipe and I'm going to make something with it. So surprise, surprise, Taz, you're having collard greens for lunch. Hope this comes out good. Last time I harvested it, I used it like lettuce with a salad. So I ate it raw. So this time I'm going to try to cook it. We'll see what I come up with. So my single seed challenge, this is I think it's my third harvest. It's either my third or my fourth harvest on the single seed challenge. So this has continue to produce all during the summer, and collard greens is a cut and come again, so you cut it and it comes back, so that's good. So it'll continue to give you continuous food, so it's a great thing to plant because it will continue to give you food. So this is what came off of my single seed challenge plant, and then I haven't even harvested this one over here yet, so I still have more collard greens to get, but I just thought that I would show you guys an update on how my collard greens are going in both of my pots. So I will bring you back and show you some more stuff in the garden. Okay, here's the red okra from Mickenzie Lindstrom. And here is the chocolate mint from the Indiana Backyard Gardener. And this is a yellow squash. And I've gotten quite a few off of it already. Okay, this is my very first cucumber plant. You see I have it in 3 pots down here at the bottom, growing up on this trellis that I kind of splash painted with purple because it was just the last bit of purple I had left from painting my raised beds, just to give it a splash of color. And I've gotten quite a few cucumbers off of this plant already. Okay, this section here is my second tomato bed. This is basil down here on this end. I have tomatoes. I also planted some tomatillos in here. We'll see if those come up. I already have tomatoes on it. This is where I just harvested the basil just a couple of days ago. As you can see, I left the tops so that I could save seed. So I'm going to let that go to seed, and it might come back and put some more basil out. So I have more basil than I know what to do with, basically. Okay, this is my zucchini section. I have some marigolds down here at the end to help with the squash bugs. Then I have my patty pan squash right in this section. Then I have my cocozelle from Indiana Backyard Gardener. And then I have some regular zucchini. I've gotten a lot of zucchini off of this plant, for all these plants. Okay, so right here I have some carrots in the bucket, I have tomatillos, and I have some glass gem corn in this section. My Indian corn got attacked by ants and it ate up the 2 corn cobs I had. I left that up there just in case the tomatillo kind of wanted to climb or lean on it, so that's why I didn't pull it all the way up. Okay, in this section I have my spinach down on the end. Then I have 2 okra plants, one in a pot and one in an old trash can. That's regular green okra. I have some parsley right down here. And that small one is kale. I just harvested, and I just harvested the collard greens. In here I have a tomato, 2 tomatoes, and 1 tomatillo, and there already are some on there. So, and that's just in a tote. And then this was my single seed challenge that I just did the other day, where I harvested the collard greens from my single seed. All right, this right here is my pecan tree. And as you can see, I already have pecans on it. I have been watering it all year, hoping I would have a harvest for SHEDWARS. Okay, I had 2 pumpkin plants survive the flood. I don't know if they're going to produce. They do have flowers on them, and I am still watering them just in case they might produce a watermelon, but it's not looking too good right now. Okay, this is my #1 tomato bed, the one I planted right after my greenhouse went down. I just took off all the flowers off of the sunflower yesterday, and I left it there in case something wanted to grow up on it, or have my husband pull it up. But you can see there's some tomatoes. I think that tomato variety is Brandywine, and that would be from I'm trying to remember if it was Jason Avers or Garden State Gardener on that. But there's quite a few tomatoes. That whole section back there is tomatoes as well. Just watered this morning, and some things already look a little, a little rough. Looks like there's a tomato back there. I harvested tomatoes this morning, all the ones that looked orange or red. I found one more. Nope, there's another one. Okay, so that's what's going on with the tomatoes. Tomatoes, my biggest crop. Then probably zucchini after that, and cucumbers after that, and then tomatillos. Okay, in this planter, the strawberries had started drying out and dying off from this hot Texas weather. So I planted some zinnias in here just so it would have something to come up, and I wanted to have some good seed to share with people for next year. This tomatoes maybe a tad played out. It does still have tomatoes on it right there. And I went ahead and planted a few more tomato plants, seeds in this. I may have time to harvest it before it gets cold. So I think I still have time. So I figured I'd try it, and then if it doesn't come up, then I'll just start getting it ready for fall planting or composting it for next year.